This is a tutorial for working short rows. So you're going to knit your stitches across until you get to the stitch that you want to do your short row, and then you're going to lift that stitch up on the needle, and then you're going to knit a stitch, and then you're going to slip that stitch you just worked so that there are two loops coming from that same stitch. You'll turn the work over, and then you'll work back. If you're working in this case I'm using stockinette stitch. If you were working in ribbing, you would keep your ribbing, whatever stitches you're using, and you're going to go ahead and work back to however many stitches that you are working. And then if it's a knit stitch, you're going to lift it up like you normally would. And then, if it was knit, it would be lifted this way and you would knit into it. But if it's a purl stitch, then you're going to lift it, and then you're going to purl that stitch through the back loop so that it matches, and then you again have two loops coming from the same stitch. You then turn your work, and then you work back the other way. I just dropped a stitch there, so put it back up on, pick that stitch back up. Sorry about that. If purling this stitch is too much, I'm going to go ahead and drop it. It will bring it back up, and I'll show you. If it's too much, you can turn the work first and then work that same lifted stitch, but on this one you're going to lift over here, and you'll put this stitch back up and you'll knit into it. Oop. Sorry, I'm having problems grabbing that stitch. And then now you still have, you have your two stitches, and then you go back. And then in working in this manner, you just keep doing it until you're done with your short rows. When you're done with your short rows, when you get to the stitch that you need to work, there'll be two loops, but you're just going to knit it the same as before. I mean, as if it were a single stitch. You just knit the two loops together and then keep on going. If I'm going to do a new one on this way so that I can show you. So I'm doing another short row. So I'm going to lift that up, knit into the stitch, turn the work, and go back the other way. In this case I'm purling, so I'm just going to purl back. If I were doing ribbing, I would work the ribbing back the other way. And then if you're gonna, when you're purling, when you get to your double stitch, you would just purl it together. If for some reason, and I'm just gonna slip these stitches as if they're here. If for some reason you finish and you're coming back and it was a purled, you would just again knit them. But what you would want to do is when you get to that stitch, because the picked up loop is now in front, I tend to do a slip knit. If I worked a purl stitch to do my short row, then I do a slip knit. You don't have to, I just think it looks cleaner. That's it. That's all you have to do your short rows. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out and I'll try to do another video.